I love this time of evening. I love it when the geese get out and move around, and boy, they're flying everywhere. They're a little too far away to hear, but oh, you would just love it out here. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's my dad's place. Hey, I wanted to encourage you guys with Romans chapter 1. Your assignment this week is to read that chapter as much as you can, and multiple times. Don't get tired of reading it every day. And then when a verse pops out at you, take that verse and turn it into a question. For example, like verse 16 says, "For I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation, to everyone who believes, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek." You know, a good question would be, what was Paul not ashamed of and why? Or what does the gospel have in it that makes it so important? Whatever you pick out, just take a portion of that verse, turn it into a question, and then begin to start to ask yourself other questions like, say, how would I know if I'm ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ? When was the last time I shared the gospel with somebody? Do I know how to share the gospel of Jesus Christ? How would I know if the power of my salvation is really being engaged? Am I experiencing that? I mean, there's all you could go in and literally have 100 different questions, and so that's what you bring with you to our time on Wednesday night. Is you start to talk about, hey, when I started thinking about this verse, I began to start asking myself some questions, and I really don't know, and I want you guys to pray with me so that I can find out just exactly what is going on in my life. Okay? Now, we're going to have a lot of people. Nobody's probably going to have the same verse, or not more than one or two of you guys are going to have the same verse. So it's not like we're going to be studying one verse. We're going to be studying the chapter in various parts, depending on whose verses we're all looking at. There are over 500 words in this chapter, I'm sure. And each of those words have their separate meaning, and each of those words have a special relationship to the words that are around them. It can get so complicated and hard to understand what are the relationship of all these words with each other, and what is chapter 1 telling us. Now, I'm going to send you out a video probably tomorrow if I can figure out how to get it done, okay? And then in doing that, I'm going to start helping us put together the chapter as a whole, because when you get really good at this, that's exactly what you're doing. You're taking the time all week long to synthesize the chapter with itself so that you really begin to start to see the message unfold chapter by chapter, and then all of a sudden your insight into life begins to grow, and it gets pretty exciting. So this has already lasted too long and I've taken up too much of your time, but you just enjoy this process and pray for the guys in the group that everybody comes with some insight, because as we sharpen each other, that's what this group is all about. We'll sharpen each other. We'll become better men. We'll become a better church. So let's do that, okay? Talk to you later.